Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I want to talk about some wrestling news. So we're around too. We have really the big thing today. About a few hours ago, it came out about Ricochet, and apparently, per WrestleOps on Twitter, PW Insider has confirmed that WWE's Ricochet has given notice that he intends to exit the company when his current contract expires this summer. I think it's a big mistake from Ricochet. I hope he doesn't go to AEW because, man, he would get lost in the shuffle in AEW. And I'm being honest, he really would. He would get lost in the shuffle. But WWE did kind of fumble not letting him try and develop, like, his promo work. I know people will be like, oh, Ricochet versus Ospreay, and yeah, that's a great match. But it's already happened before, hasn't it? And it's happened in Japan. It was a flop fest with terrible selling. I mean, do people... I think it'd be a great match, but... I mean, I just don't really care to see it. I mean... But, I just don't know. This sucks, man. But I did kind of see it from coming from a mile away. Honestly, I feel like Vince destroyed him. But Triple H tried to dig him out, but sometimes a person is buried so deep you can't really do much to repair the damage. And it looked like they were attempting to build that no brand around him. I hope he gets filthy rich, but I don't see how he can be much more how he can be much more than he has been for a very long time. He can't cut promos. He's a small higher flyer. It's just the business. You can't be a star that way unless you're Rey Mysterio. He just can't cut promos. I mean, you gotta be able to be good on the mic. Look, he's gonna debut in AEW. Well, calling it right now, he's gonna debut in AEW, have a few great matches, and not be on TV for months after. And it would not. And people would be like, "Oh, it's still put him ahead of his utilization." WWE, no, he wouldn't. He's been constantly on TV for years, championships or not, compelling stories or not. He's regularly on people's screens showing how good he is in the ring. I mean, I don't blame him, but damn, this sucks. Because he's not being utilized the best. Well, but if he does go to AEW, let's see how he gets booked. But yeah, it was via PW Insider. Ricochet also has come out. Ricochet is expected to be written out of WWE storylines very soon, in advance of the contract expiration this summer. I think, so you gotta get that Ricochet versus Braun versus Ilja Dragunov match out of the way, because this story's been good. It would be a banger way for him to go out the door at Clash of the Castle at Triple Threat. I think he'll be at Clash of the Castle. But how are they going to write him off TV, though? It's going to be interesting. How are they going to write him off TV? I really think he'll be a Braun Breaker. But it'll be interesting. How will they do that? But now Ricochet's leaving. Hopefully that doesn't take Samantha Irvin with him. She's probably not happy about it, but supports his decision. I hope she doesn't leave WWE, because then the announcers won't be any great announcers left. I wasn't expecting this, but I totally understand his decision. I hope he doesn't leave, but I can't blame him. But I'm still kind of surprised. But his last post was like, oh, I think it's time for him to see what's on the mic, and that was his last post, and the news comes out of his intentions to leave WWE. He's trying to act like he can cut promos. Look, he's so good in the ring, but character just couldn't get over the crowd. But I blame the previous regime for never letting him try to speak on the microphone and get over on the mic. The in-ring speaks for itself, but they never let him thrive as a character. And he's just not good on the mic. Though. But he ran from the grind. I mean, he's been grinding for 7 years, but maybe they just won't let him cut a promo. I don't know. But he's going to leave WWE this summer, but Braun Breaker has to be involved in Ricochet getting written off WWE TV, but how is an interesting one. He's going to probably get absolutely mauled by Braun on his way up. Maybe a spear off the stage, setting off maybe an explosion would be pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe a spear through the LED screen. I don't know. But yeah, it's all the news really about Ricochet. Where's it at? So officially for Clash at the Castle, Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles are set for an undisputed WWE Championship match and an I Quit match, and is set for WWE Clash at the Castle next Saturday. So it's an I Quit match, actually an actual stipulation. I mean, they had to add a stipulation to it. I mean, it's kind of spoiled the winner, but AJ didn't have a chance regardless, because he's not going to beat the most popular superstar in the company. So, man, when was the last time we saw an I Quit match with the main champion, the world champion? So, I'm happy with an I Quit match stipulation. If they're going to beat the piss out of each other, it's going to be a banger. And he saw that aggressive side on SmackDown of Cody Rhodes. So, I like it. And the updated card looks fire. The women's tag titles, triple threat, Alba Fire, Isla Dawn versus Baszler and Stark versus Jade and Bianca. AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes in an I Quit match. Shaq Gable versus Sami Zayn for the IC title. Piper Niven versus Bayley for the women's world title. Or for the women's title. And then the world title, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre. Really digging the card so far. And maybe, I don't know if anything else will be added. But Triple H likes smaller cards. So I don't know if anything else will be added besides maybe that triple threat. What's the name? Ilya Dragunov. Braun Breaker and maybe Ricochet. So Bryan Danielson, on why he joined AEW and the difference between WWE and AEW. So he talked about, this is one of the things that drew me to AEW and why I kind of wanted to come to AEW is that AEW is like a wrestling first company. It's like AEW is like a wrestling company a wrestling company for wrestling fans. Sometimes WWE is more based on general entertainment. They want to reach as many casual viewers as possible. Where I think AEW is like, hey, if you love wrestling, here's this. But also, like, even if you're not a wrestling fan, we're putting on wrestling, and the wrestling itself is going to bring you in. You know what I mean. And I think it's one of the really unique things about AEW if you were to do a comparison to. It's just watching the shows, you'll see that there's a lot more wrestling in the 2 hours of Dynamite than there is even in a three-hour Raw. And sometimes there's more wrestling in AEW and Dynamite show than there is on Raw and SmackDown combined. Here's a shorter version of this comment. I need cash. Yeah, you didn't mention money, but you know why I said it. I mean, Raw's definitely been a lot more wrestling-oriented with Triple H in charge, especially after this year. Does he still think Vincent Kennedy McMahon's in charge? We all know WWE's better, man. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm happy. I like Bryan Danielson, but, man, I don't think WWE cares about you, little bro. We don't care about mid-promotions like AEW. Tony Khan on Twitter the other day says he books wrestling for the sickos because that's who he is and who he cares about. So in other words, he doesn't care about actual growth. Someone take away his account, man. It's a bold strategy, Cotton, man. His booking's terrible. Via Sports Illustrated, Bryan Danielson says there will never be another Jon Moxley. To me, he's among the very best in the world. He has a mindset like anyone else. Mox did this and created this. There will never be another Jon Moxley. There's no one like him. I mean, he's always been a workforce. He does some of the stupidest shit, though. Like the bleeding every match. But worst member of the Shield, though. Yeah, Jon Moxley really isn't my cup of tea. Per Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer, AEW has interest in signing Chad Gable, and has key people in the company pushing him to Tony Khan. WWF made an excellent offer to keep Gable on the roster. He's in a blazing hot storyline right now. He's not leaving, but you know there will be outside interest, but it's not going to happen. Dave Meltzer in 2024. Come on, man. Stop playing me. Stop playing me, man. And Jordan Grace will host an open challenge for the TNA Knockouts Championship and against All Odds Live on Friday, June 14th, 2024. So I wonder who's gonna answer that challenge. It's gonna be interesting. The TNA NXT partnership, it's gonna be excellent. It's gonna be a banger, pal. But yeah, it's all the quick wrestling news I want to talk about. So yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Till next time, have a lot, peace. And it's my last video for the night, so I'll see you guys tomorrow for the NASCAR Cup Series race, Dodgers recap, Game 2 of the Lexington Regional, and yeah, anything and whatever else, and for the Game 2 of the NBA Finals. So yeah, busy day tomorrow, so leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Peace.